To my audience, Billy Wood. What episode is it, Lee?
Episode 9, mate.
Right. And we're live.
Right.
Well, we're back. New year, episode 9. What can I say? It's been eventful so far doing these pods. I've got to say, and I think Billy and Mike would agree with me on that as well.
Yes.
We've had some big numbers and had some big guests today. Recently, but today we've also got a big guest as well, but we will get to him in a mo. But first, Mike, how has your weekend been, mate?
Yeah, really good. Thank you, Lee. Good to have a great Christmas. Wonderful New Year. Come back. Obviously, we were supposed to go to a game yesterday. We got called off.
Yeah.
But it's great to be back with you guys and the guest tonight.
Exactly. Billy, obviously, saw you yesterday because we were at the game together. How's your Sunday and how's your Christmas and New Year's been, mate?
Mate, it's been brilliant. Family time. I can't knock it. Christmas was great. I think the best Boxing Day I've had for a while as well. It was amazing. Spent it with all my family and friends and all the kids. It was a really good laugh, actually, around my sister's house. And then we're in a new year. It's 2026. Anything can happen in 2026, right?
Exactly, mate. How was your 3.5 hours of Avatar yesterday?
Oh, right. Okay. The worst part was, so I was like, thought, my daughter goes, me and Mila, her cousin, we want to go and watch Avatar. I was like, right, well, I'll take you, your cousin, and your sister, my middle daughter. I said, right, we'll go watch Avatar. And I saw it online. I was like, it's 3D. I was like, we'll go to 3D one. Bang, bang, bang. I didn't know it was 3.5 hours. 3.5 hours for a movie in 3D. Like, my eyes were like all over the gaff. But so I didn't get out of the cinema till about 11:30 last night and got home and got in bed I was not in bed by 10. I was in bed by 1. And then my close friends on Instagram would have saw that. But which unfortunately you two ain't on that yet.
So rude.
But you'll be on it soon, boys. Don't worry. And it was actually for a 3-hour movie. I'm gonna say it weren't half bad. Would have helped. I've seen the others, but it would help if I remembered the story. I felt lost for 3 hours, but lost in 3D in that kind of Avatar world was actually pretty fun.
Oh, no, good, mate, good. And we will get down to him now on my bottom right on my screen here. We've got AFC Vardinian's very own Hay Kingston. How are we, mate?
Doing well, chaps. Doing well. Thanks for having me. I wouldn't class me as a big guest. Like, come on. You've had big people. Aggie and Mitch was great as well.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's quite humble.
Yeah, can't call me big. I'm tall, but I'm not big in terms of guests, mate.
You're a goalkeeper, aren't you, Hay?
Yeah,
so you have to be a little bit tall if you're only half decent.
6'4" I am.
There you go, mate.
Doesn't show on camera, does it?
Boys know, so.
Look at that. He's even got a haircut for us as well.
He's looking like Danny Zuko out of Greece, isn't he? Look at that.
Can only wish, can I? Only wish.
I love that. Oi, lads. First off. Happy New Year and all that lot, yeah?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Who's already broke one of their resolutions?
Oh, yeah.
Actually, no, before we say broke, why don't we say what our resolutions were?
All right, then.
Yeah, so go on. Joe, before we get... Let's have our guest have it first, right? Hey, what's your New Year's resolution? Or resolution, yeah. Go on.
I don't eat sweets, mate, for a month. I'm a bit of a sweet man, like Haribo and that. Don't eat sweets.
Right.
But that starts from tomorrow. So I do 5th to the 5th. Or the first Monday of January into the first Monday of Feb. That's mine. Keep it simple.
You're starting your resolution like a week later? Yeah?
Monday to the Monday. First Monday. Yeah. So nothing big. Got to hold on to it. Not a big drinker. But I've got a feeling someone's going to break in their resolution already. Okay.
Go on, Lee.
Mikey,
go
So
on.
mine was to cut out shit food, basically. So your takeaways, that sort of thing. Tonight I ordered a burrito before the pod. And chowed down on that with a little quesadilla to follow it as well.
Tut.
Broken.
Gone.
Could be
Any
worse.
other? Is that your only one? You got any others?
That's my only one, was to cut out food because I've put a bit of timber on and I need to lose it. So
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I have, and I'll tell you mine then. So, a bit more time with the family because I work away a lot.
Yeah.
And cut down on the shitty food. Obviously, I ordered a couple of smash burgers last night, and that, you know, little fry up this morning, that didn't help.
No,
But obviously, Haig's starting his one tomorrow, which is good. And the booze, yeah, look, going to cut down a bit and that. But as everyone else has already broken, I'm sure you have as well, Bill.
No, I haven't. I'm going to tell you. No, I haven't. I haven't. No, mine are good. Mine a little bit deeper, lads. I think I'm becoming this like.
I'm going when I'm working on Haig's calendar.
Yeah, do it on mine. First Monday.
Right, Monday. Okay, right.
Good
Well,
health.
you can do that.
I'll do that then.
Mine are quite deep, right? So, number one, there's no way of breaking this unless I actually aren't there. It's to be grateful for everything, regardless if things go your way or not, right? Because in life, I think we all get caught up in being, oh, fucking hell, I didn't get that job, or how the fuck has he got that job, or oh, why has that happened to me? Why didn't I, get that opportunity? Or oh, he's taken the last cucumber from the bloody supermarket. Why didn't I get there first? Not saying that will go for a cucumber. That sounds a bit dodgy, but you kind of, you got to go through these things, right? So to be grateful, regardless if things go your way or not. So for me, that's the way I'm going to live my life this year. That's number one. Number two. Now get ready for this.
I've seen this.
I've seen you put the gloves on, mate.
Yes, I've got to put the gloves on yesterday for the first time. My trainer is a guy called Ollie Thompson. He was British strongest man. He wrestled. He grappled in the UFC. 3 fights in the UFC. And he's now my trainer. And my goal for this year, and I'm sticking it out, is I don't know if I'm ever going to get in the ring, but I'm going to box and live by that discipline for the whole year. So that's getting out in the morning, running, skipping, going to the gym, hitting the bag, hopefully get up to a point where I'm good enough to spar. That's what I'm doing this year, lads. So
Bill, I love that. Bill,
yeah.
I effing love that, lad.
Yeah.
I can't move my arms this high yet. Yesterday.
Listen, could you see Project Woods on a little Misfits?
There you go, man. You never know. We might have to do our own one end of the year.
A bit of little county league beef.
Just line up. Well, I can have 6 fights. All the biggest trolls from Twitter. Come on, step up.
Oh, you know that I do content.
Mate, that's money.
Yeah,
you know that I do content.
Look, give me 6 months, lads, and I might be able to throw a punch. We'll see, but we'll see from there, right? No, I can't even leave.
Do it live. Do it live on the show.
Yeah, we never know. You never know.
Now, look, Bill, I want to see this, and we're going to charter this. Yeah,
go on.
Maybe we're going to catch a few live training sessions from the project himself.
Let's go on for the Project Wood.
Come on, I've got to see this. I've got to see this. I love it, mate. It's quality.
I can't I'll turn up. So it's a beginners class. Sorry, Haig, we'll jump into you in a bit, mate. But I'll turn up to the beginners class. I turned up into this beginners class yesterday. So I've been messaging Ollie. I got Ollie. That's a great signing. We'll talk about that in a minute. I really like
it. About non-league in a second.
I've messaged. I know Ollie quite well, and I was like, I'm going to turn up to this thing. Like, is it quite busy? I'm nervous. I'm like really fucking nervous about going. And it's beginners class. Turn up. So I walk in the door. I had nowhere to park my car, so I parked on W. That's got a ticket. Right, yeah, got a ticket. But I got in there, and they're all wrapping their hands, right? And I'm thinking, wait, hold on a minute. Like, you don't wrap your hands unless you're sparring, or if you're like, you've got a bit like you've been around a bit. So I turned to Ollie and I went, mate, so I thought it was beginners class. He went, yeah. He said, no one's turned up apart from like the 6 or 7 that are going to spar afterwards. So you just jump in a session with them. So I went in. Luckily, they were top lads. Like, I'm a complete beginner. They knew I was a complete beginner. Didn't take the piss. They helped me out. They were top lads. Like, you can get a perception of a gym, think they're going to be like idiots or whatever. And I can't shout out NXT Boxing Gym because they were top lads. And I'm excited now to start the journey. Even at the end of it, all the lads were like, look, are you coming back next week? And I was like, yeah, I'll be here. So, yeah, no, top lads and exciting. But yeah, I shit myself going in. And supposedly 15 beginners were meant to start that day. I was the only one who turned up. So have that, all right?
Balls.
Yeah, there we
Balls
go.
of steel.
There
I
we
can
go.
imagine that him coming down to the tune. Look, that's
Simply
brilliant.
the best, mate. I'm gonna have a remix of the Chris Eubank, Simply the Best, with Stormzy, Shut Up. That's gonna be it. That's gonna be some remix. There we go.
Mate, love to see it.
That would be good to see. But yes, we've got our guest Haig, who's been waiting patiently after Billy's boxing story. Haig,
I like the first resolution bill. Hold on, I like the first resolution bill. I resonate with that.
I think it's like 2025 was from my perspective was the most craziest year of my life, genuinely. And look, I'm not going to beat around like we talk about Lance every week about what happened there, but it was so mad from feeling untouchable in January, beating Seaford at Uckfield, to then going to Lancing and feeling like you couldn't sleep, to then feeling at peace, then reconnecting with old friends, and that going like it's just been a real weird journey. So in 2026, I'm actually grateful for Lancing. I'm grateful for Uckfield. I'm grateful for Hastings United. I'm grateful for winning or losing the game. Like just feel grateful that you're fucking breathing. Like how many people out there got bad illnesses, things going wrong in their lives? Like just be great. Like who am I to cry? Because I don't know, like I've had heartbreak, or who am I to cry because I lost a fucking football job because I resigned because I didn't like the committee, or who am I to fucking cry because I left a club and everyone was upset about me leaving the club? Like I'm not. I'm still breathing. I can still drink. I can still eat. I can still see my kids. I can still work. Like, come on. Like, be grateful that we got something.
No, absolutely. Yeah. Hey, let's get to first question, mate, from myself. So this weekend you had a lovely little trip to Guernsey.
Way day.
Did
me and Mike know very well. Got to say, apart from the match which we get to, but facility wise, what do you think?
Top standard, exceptional, like just fantastic. The minute you walk in to the game, to after, to just the whole day, just exceptional. Well run, facility, pitches spectacular. Number of people that came to watch the match, incredible. Like just different level. Just it's a great day out for Sussex football, right? Yeah. I think it's a brilliant day out. For these players to come.
How many people were watching Haig there? Was it a big crowd?
They even said 650, 700.
Yeah, there was 800 when we went for Wyatt.
I've not been to the new setup there. I went years ago with Hastings. But like literally the island, they do everything like for. I think Matt Letizier's brother's involved in some way, shape, or form. He's the chairman.
Yeah, we had a drink with him.
Yeah, he's a good lad.
Nice guy.
And not as crazy as his brother, who's conspiracy theorist, that's for sure. But but yeah, it's like you said, it's a great. When Guernsey came in the league, I think everyone's like, oh, for fuck's sake! But actually, it's brilliant. You're right. It's brilliant.
I picked it out straight away. Like what a day to go out. Like just talking about it with Brad, the manager, the committee, the players, like what's involved, like all the logistics, everything. But just fantastic, brilliant, just brilliant. Loved every minute of it from the moment. Apart from the 4:30 wake up call, and that's just taking the piss a little bit. But it's a great day, good day out.
It is a good day. Well, I mean, we did 3 days out there, so we made it.
But so 3 days with Mike. Fuck it.
Yeah, I know.
And I was saying to the guys beforehand, before it happened.
That's where the old IBB10 originated.
It ain't cheap there either. It ain't cheap there for a beer either.
No.
Hey, what was your prep for it, mate? So you're telling me you went at 4:30 in the morning. Obviously, you get there. What are you getting? The 6:30 plane over?
Yeah, 6:30 plane.
And then what are you doing after that? You get off the flight.
Get picked up.
6 minutes.
Guernsey pick us up.
Yeah.
Guernsey pick us up. Minibus. Yeah, minibus. Take you to the ground. Dump bags off. Set the change rooms up. That kind of thing. Then we, as a club, walk down to get some brunch, breakfast, whatever, which the club pay for, which is very nice and very kind of them, which they organised. So it's 25 of us sitting around the breakfast table. It's pretty cool. I went back with the manager Brad about midday, set up for the warm up, all that kind of stuff. They provide all of the warm up kit, cones, balls, bibs, everything.
They gave me and Lee the old boots and all.
Yeah.
The boots, right? So if you haven't got the right 3G boots, you have to use a pair of boots from their boot room as well, which are all blackout boots. I quite liked it, to be fair. But mine were all right. So then players came back 12:30, get ready for the 2 o'clock kickoff as normal. But yeah, great day out. And then game finishes, they feed you, get you back on the minibus on the plane. Bar first.
It's a decent restaurant they got on site. I know, haven't they? They got a proper restaurant.
Yeah, called Nutmeg. It's called Nutmeg, isn't it? Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah,
it's proper sit-down food as well.
Yeah, sit-down food.
Why don't you stay?
Why don't we stay over? Don't know. Just out and back in the day. That's what was given to us from the club. It's great out there.
Yeah, it's really well run. So we found out about you getting there in the morning, all that. So going to the match, how did you find it playing against Guernsey at Guernsey, and what was the plan going into it?
We had a really good game against them actually at the start of the season. We only lost 1-0, but it was really close, really close. As from a like a management perspective, coaching perspective, it's a lot of tactical mindset. They're a great side. I'd probably say they've got the best core in the league, from centre back, centre midfielder to forward, to deal with. So they are top players. Those three specifically. But we kind of knew how they were going to play. We've changed recently. We've tweaked to adjust. Obviously, the results have shown that. But we don't really focus too much on the other side. We focus on ourselves. We do the same things week in, week out now that are repetitive. It's working. And again, it was a tight game yesterday. Bar 2 set pieces, we were in the game. We can try to throw ourselves at it a bit more. Keeper made a good few saves at the end for us because we put 4 up just to try and get a point. But I think we're probably worthy of a point. Worked hard. They're a great side technically. Ball playing, they played some really good football. Really good football.
Tony Marsh has been the manager. Tony's top. Great
guy.
He's a lovely bloke. Builds good football sides. If he was on, I think he's like the head of the Guernsey FA now, I think, or something like director.
He's done 600 games, Bill.
Yeah, he's if he was on mainland, 100%, he would he would be he was flying, right? Like, not saying he's not flying to Guernsey, but do you know what I mean? If he was on mainland, I think he would be. Well, he has managed an Isthmian League, obviously with Guernsey, but he would be absolutely flying because these sides he builds are always half decent, hard to beat. In fact, I was actually quite shocked to see that they got relegated to Step 5. Really shocked. But I don't think it'd be a long stay. If it's not this season, it'll be next. But and also, I think if you think about it, like if they finished high up in playoff places, like they finished third, or say they finish third, and I don't know, Stenning get rocked. They finish second, they get rocked in the semis. That home advantage of Guernsey playing at home is massive. So I think we'll see what happens. But I don't think anyone speaks ill of Guernsey at all. Like, not at all. No. They're a top outfit, and they've settled into life in the combination well. But results do show sometimes when they come over here and get beat, because it's probably hard with getting players to want to travel all the time.
They don't pay money.
They kind of all or nothing, right?
Yeah.
They
kind of all or nothing. They're all out of attack.
Yeah, go for it. I watched them play Bexhill earlier in the season, and they scored within the 30 seconds. It was at the pilot field, the game, and it went bang wide. It hit the right winger, cropped straight in the box. They set up like it was going to go left. Done them down the right. Everyone was out of position. Across the box, bang, their striker, the big lump, snap, slapped it in straight away.
Yeah,
But they're a good side. They are a good side, 100%.
the forwards in shit hot form, right? 13 in 7, I think he scored. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Right. I think the best player for me is a centre midfielder. I can't remember, Charlton, someone is just exceptional.
Oh, Charlton,
like,
Charlton
just levels
Galvin.
above.
Charlton, yeah, Charlton Thomas
Oh,
Galvin.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable player.
So look,
Top player. And
we get the shit from the past out of the way, because I think
do that.
We get out of the way because it's boring, and you know you've been shit on as much as I have. Right. I have by this club. I actually really love this club. But upfield, right? You got the job there in a really, really tough situation. Right.
Let me get the popcorn.
Really tough. Again, not massive, but even at that level, not massive budgets. I don't know who's controlling the purse strings back then. Obviously, Justin Farrow was the chairman. Obviously, Nick Bignell done a lot there. You also had Michelle Wright in the background there, and all that as well. Tell me, firstly, what attracted you to that job? Because I think it's always that's a weird question, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what was that?
No,
we'll send them a link. Lewis shirt. But question: what attracted you to go into that at the time? And in hindsight, what would you have done differently? Rather than focus on like the amount of games you lost, all that bollocks. Like, what attracted you, and like, you know, what would you have done differently?
It was my local club. I live 5 minutes down the road. Quite frankly, so I live 5 minutes down the road. But I think people forget that I was there before when Ivesy was there as manager. I assisted in there before, so I've got a bit of history of the club anyway. And I know Justin quite well, just from previous when I used to play. And I was still cutting my teeth at non-league football, and I always wanted to give it a go. And the opportunity came up. And that was what it was. Like, the opportunity to manage in County Prem at the time was too good to turn down. Being my local club and wanting to go back anyway, thought, why not give it a go?
Yeah.
Right. And I feel like I know the leagues well enough to give it a good go. Didn't work out, as we know. But that's why. What would I have done differently? A lot. To be quite frank, a lot. Could spend a lot of time talking about what I could have done differently. Some decisions could have been made a lot earlier. Personnel around me could have been different, maybe. Don't know. Hindsight's a wonderful thing, isn't it, really? Look back on it. Look back on it and go, I could have changed that, could have done this. But it was always difficult, right? The facilities weren't great. Attracting players was tough. Budgets non-existent to bare minimal at times. We were supported by previous ownership. It's I wanted to prove myself as well. But I feel like I proved myself in the game enough. I'm not saying I was a world beater as a goalkeeper, but I did all right, I suppose. But wanted to prove myself to the wider leagues, really, and wider community. But I wanted to make that feel great because it was my local club. And that was the reason why. And Justin put a lot of faith in me, to be fair. He gave me the opportunity. So I guess that kind of answers your questions, really.
Yeah, no, 100%. And look, and that was the biggest thing when I went in there was the facility. Like, you look around, you go, fuck me, like, how can I attract people to this? And that's why we did all the upgrades that we did, because you want people to turn up and go, actually, I have a bit of this. Do you know what I mean? I have a bit of that. And I can imagine that was
the toughest thing. That was the toughest thing was the facility. Like, I remember a game where I got approached by an assistant manager, literally came storming into the bar and said to me, why aren't you investing the money you're paying players into fixing the roof? I'm like, I've been here since 9 o'clock trying to fix a roof and I'm not a roofer. Like, I can't do DIY to save my fucking life, to be quite honest. And I was like, this is just so hard. You don't realise what's involved. It's not just about getting players. Like, we're trying to fix a roof at 9 o'clock in the morning for a game.
Yeah, I completely forgot about the roof in the away change rooms. Like, that was
really fucking bad.
Yeah, we had to do
really
that.
Bad. Leaking through the electrics, like, it was dangerous.
Yeah,
it was dangerous. Like, honestly, you couldn't write it. Me up a ladder fixing a roof. No way. So,
I love that.
a lot would have changed if you know, looking back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not me.
Do you regret it?
Do I regret what happened? No, I don't really hold regret, really.
No.
I look back on my time, I think I've done a fair enough decent job. We got into a bit of a run, could have been a bit better. Do I regret some of the decisions not being made? Yeah, absolutely. Should have made some decisions a lot earlier. Should I have held my ground in the situation? Absolutely. But let's say
big
wonderful thing. Big characters. Yeah, big characters. But look where I am now. Like, thoroughly enjoying my time with One Binions. Like, really enjoying it.
And I think we should talk about that. So, like, how did you end up there? Like, how did you end up getting that job? And like, just how are you finding that at the moment?
So, funny enough, and Brad knows this. Brad Bant's the manager, right? Former assistant at Hayes Eve. Got so much time for Brad, and he's changed the way I am on the sideline, which is good. It's a good thing. I'm a lot calmer, which is good. I actually applied for the job directly. Didn't get it. I think people knew that anyway. But Brad just rung me up and said, "Hey, do you want to come do some goalkeeping coaching? Just get back involved." Yeah, no stress. Came down. No pressure to come every week. Just get involved with the keepers, which I did. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I've been around Brad before with my time at Sussex. So obviously I helped out at Sussex as assistant there, and Brad was involved. So we knew each other anyway, and it was just familiar faces. Coming back in after what had happened was probably a good thing. Brad was doing it with another chap. He stepped down, and then I've come in and I've been his assistant ever since. So that's how it came about. And you know what? Thoroughly enjoying the role of just being an assistant and being within a good club with a good bunch of people. That the club the committee are top notch. They're great people. The players are exceptional, right? The Guernsey trip was really good for us as a group. Some good characters. Won't talk about the car journey home with a couple of them, but it was it's I'm in a good place with it after what had happened. So Brad offered it out to me and said there's no stress, no pressure, and I've been thoroughly enjoying it.
Do you feel rehabilitated? I know it seems a little bit much, but like I can honestly, it's not the same obviously what happened to me at Lancing, but the shit that you get and the pressure, right? And if you've never had that in your life, right? If you've never had people judge you or be over the top, when that actually happens to you, like the good thing for me is I've been judged for years, so I kind of it hurt, but I took it on the chin. That happening, and then you're thinking, right, okay, I've got to get back on the horse, and you're not getting on the horse, you're not getting like jobs are coming up, you're not getting else, and it's fucking and time's dragging, it's getting longer. Getting that opportunity, do you feel like it's refreshed you? Do you feel rehabilitated from it?
Yeah, massively refreshed from it, because it's the right environment. The club's the right club. It's the right environment. It's the right role. It's the right people. When the microscope's on you, it burns, right? It burns, and it did for a while, but I can put things to bed quite easily. I don't really hold a grudge against anything. Just got on with it, tried to find something else, and this came up. But it can be really tough, right? When the focus is on you and there's so much shit. So much shit. But some of it you've got to sit back and go, fucking hell, you've got nothing better to do. You know what I mean?
Trust me, to the haters who love me, I say that all the time. But hey, can I ask you something as well quickly? So then Mike, Lee, jump in, sorry, because I'm hogging this a little bit.
I'll go next.
This because we've had a week off, boys. This is what you do to me.
I know, it's a lot of stuff built up. We've got to get it out there.
You send me doolally. The Christmas tree's gone and come on. Right, so look, you're in the relegation fight. There's no denying that. Comes in relegation.
No denying
it. But that being said, big win over Shoreham last week before last. Great win there. Obviously, a good draw. At Bexhill United, a draw at New Haven. draw with Horsham YM. Like, you've lost only one in the last 5, right?
Yeah.
What's changed?
I'm not watching them.
Yeah, keep Lee away.
I'm not going to watch you. That's what's changed.
You can't come and watch. You're not allowed to come and watch anymore, Lee. So that's one. And if he does come, I need to get him some binoculars because apparently he can't see over the running track. What's changed is almost like back to basics a little bit. I think we played Hayward Heath, right, the week before those fixtures. We only lost 1-0. I'll put myself out there and say we actually should have won that game. We actually should have won that game. And I think that was a big confidence booster for the group. Bit of change of shape, different personnel. You know, different personnel have come in. Yeah. Hopefully some more come in as well. But the group has become a lot tighter as a team. We're a lot closer and we're working together as a team. Like, individual performances have improved. Yeah. The partnerships have improved as well. And the way we're playing is, I think a couple of teams have said you're really annoying to play against. And I love that.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, you've got Jacob Thompson there.
Jacob Thompson. And that was the comment it came from. Jacob Thompson said, he was playing, I don't know who he was playing it, who the winger was. He goes, you're just fucking annoying to play against. I said, that is who we are now. That's how we play. Because, you know, when you're down there, you've got to fight for every inch on that full pitch. There's no doubt about it.
I say to these boys all the time, Haig, like, down there, you've got to win. You got to pick up, like, with the situation that's down, you've got to pick up 3 in every 3 games, right? So whether that's 3 draws or nicking a win in every 3, like, if you can consistently do that from now to the end of the season, like, you won't get relegated. Whoever does that down there will not get relegated, in my opinion. And I think
the mindset, like, the mindset for us is it's 1 or 3. That's it. Yeah. The 0 doesn't exist in our mindset anymore. It's 1 or 3. But Guernsey was a bit different, but it's 1 or 3. Like, after the loss, because we lost to Lancing, and again probably should have won the game. That was really, really deflating. And we looked at the next fixture on Hayward Heath, like, fucking hell. And I know the people at Hayward Heath, like Steve and that, they're good people. And then we only lost 1-0 and should have won. Like, that was the building blocks, right? And then we went to Horsham. Like, you look at that Hayward Heath Horsham in consecutive weeks.
Yeah, hard for anyone.
Hard ask, right? And then we get a draw against Horsham, and again, another confidence booster. So we're gelling together a lot better.
And you got Triggers in goal as well. Fraser Trigwell playing in goal now.
But by the way, yesterday was unbelievable. The camera's out for a couple of them, and if you probably listened to it, I said to him I probably would have caught a couple of them. But yeah, good, great game. Yeah, yesterday.
No, I like Triggers. He
bought in Triggs, right? Yeah. You know, we recognise we need some experience. What better than league-winning goalkeeper? The opportunity comes up to sign him. You kind of have to say yes. And what a great guy as well. What a pleasure.
No, he was an absolute gentleman. He came in and done a few games for me for Lancing, right? And when we got a point against Stenning, he played. I think we lost 1-0 to Sittingbourne when they were flying, scoring hundreds of plus goals, and we lost 1-0. Triggers was in goal for that. And but not only is he, I think he's a very good goalkeeper. I think he's just such a fucking top lad. And and I'm glad to see him playing, because obviously he wasn't playing passive. So to see him playing, it's what you want. So I'm glad he's loving it.
And he's
brilliant.
Loving it, right? And you look at the results we've had recently. That's when Fraser's been playing. There's no coincidence around that. He probably instills a lot of confidence in people.
You've got a goalkeeper that, like, you can either go back to, or if they get through, he's got a chance. Like,
he does. Shit out sometimes. I like it.
Yeah. Right, Lee might jump in.
Obviously, Haig, we've done a show before. You got loads. Literally, that show did mega downloads. I don't know what kind of controversy you bring to that belt, but it did proper numbers. Anyway, you know me, mate. I'll always be real with you. Next 5 games, Peacehaven away, Stenning at home, Hagham away, Eastbourne United at home, Forest Road at home. Probably the key point in your season, whether you're going to pull yourself out of that position you're in and give yourself a fighting chance, or it's going to be tough. I know the players you've got in there are definitely good enough to get yourself out of it. The problem you probably got is you're about to face 3 or 4 super informed teams. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
What's the mood like in the camp? Because you seem to have turned a corner, like Bill initiated with, after you lost 1-0 to Haywards Heath. You started playing all these teams, nicking a point here, maybe losing by a goal or so. No, everyone knows going to Guernsey away is a tough one. We've been there, we've seen it, yeah? So that's always going to be a tough one. What are you looking at taking out of those games there, those 5?
Generally, the mood's really positive. After the games we've had, we can take points off anyone. Like, genuinely, I believe that. We've already beaten Eastbourne United already this season, away, right? We've already beaten them 1-0. There's no reason why we can't do it again. And people talk about the Withdean, right? And yeah, the surface isn't great, but it suits us. I like it. Proper grass pitch, get amongst it. This time of year, tough place to go. Tough place to go. You know, it's we looked at Guernsey, probably could have nicked a point, but again, close. Only lost by 1 goal. Peacehaven be tough away from home. We know that. A couple of the boys know Peacehaven. Brad knows Peacehaven manager very well. We know how they play, right? So that might, because I only played recently just before Christmas. So we fancy ourselves against anyone. We have to. But people have got a fancy coming to us. So I'm looking at the Steding game as well. Like, we gave them a good game early on in the season. We just, after 70 minutes, just kind of crumbled away. But them
probably going to be a
team,
heavy pitch down there, isn't it? Yours when they come down.
Yeah, I love it. Proper game of football. Can't play on it. Love it. So I fancy it. Like we're always positive, and Brad's helped me with that, like being positive around the group, around each and every game. And I don't look at any game now and think after Haywards Heath, like, we can't beat anyone.
But that's a great mental strength to have in the midst of this relegation scrap is so powerful. Like, if you look at it and this is why I think it's so important that no one's gone from it.
No.
Like, no team's gone, right? From 15th down to 20th. I know Crawley, down Gatwick, Midhurst and Eastbourne and Lingfield, those 3 teams have 4 games in hand over you guys and Shoreham, right? And then obviously 3 games over Lancing. But it's so tight down there, right? That even Shoreham, if they got their shit together, could get out of this.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
Crazy.
We're looking at it like going, who's just above us? Midhurst.
Yeah.
Let's drag them in. Lingfield. Just drag them in. Like, they've got games in hand, but we've got points on board.
Exactly.
Against tough teams.
There's no guarantee
they still
that they're going to win points in those 3 games.
No, we've got a period of fixtures, I think March time, where we play Lancing, Lingfield, Midhurst, and Shoreham.
Right.
What, all
much
around the same time?
Yeah.
That
I think so. Maybe 3 of the 4 from memory.
And we're going to talk about Lingfield later as well.
No, you have. You've got.
Yeah.
You have in like in the start of April, like you say. It literally is. It's Lancing at home, Shoreham away, Lingfield at home. So even in those 3, and Crawley down Gatwick, the last game of the season, that could be massive. Could be absolutely massive.
It's not like we're being overconfident, but I just think we're just a positive bunch in and around the club. Like, we're trying to do the right things. The club's doing the right things in terms of bringing youth through as well, which has been great. And recruitment wise, we've tried to pick the right profiles as opposed to going, let's just get anyone in, like, let's just mass haul them in.
It must be hard though. Hey, that must be quite like, obviously, it's obviously the club's not got a massive budget. We know that, if any budget, from what I'm hearing,
it's 0. I'll be true. It's 0.
For me, I heard it was 0.
Yeah. And to be fair,
we pay nothing.
Yeah, the chairman, top guy there, said the same thing. And I think to be selective with no money has to be tough. So it means that you've got to create an environment that people want to be part of, even though they're not getting their petrol paid for. Do you know what I mean? So it must be tough to get the right characters in a scrap when Jake Lindsay's just gone to Shoreham, and we've been
Don't
told
talk about that.
Yeah,
silly boy.
Yeah, he's gone there. Jake's gone there. I'm guessing getting paid, and Lee knows he's got a lot of time for Stu down at Shoreham, the chairman, the co-chairman. I must add, 'cause there's another one I don't know.
Yeah,
but it mixed it. Like Lancing probably got a bit of money now as well to be able to offer a few. There's a few clubs with money. It must be tough, like in the scrap. Like, how is it being sold to players to get them in the door to make you better? Like, is it relationships?
That's what I was gonna ask as well. Yeah. What do you say to players to entice them to come in and be like, look, we're in a relegation fight, but this is what we can offer?
Training wise, right, we get 20 roughly to training every week, so we're creating an environment that's really positive. Everyone is really close, like close knit. It's become a place where you want to come and play. Like Brad's a very good coach as well. It makes training enjoyable. What the club does, I've just seen the comment, what the club does behind the scenes, not what it's up to them, right? From what I'm saying, we can't offer any money from my perspective. But he's a great coach, it's good training sessions, it's engaging.
He loves a wind up, doesn't he? I'll tell me.
I love Tom.
Yeah. And the players want to play for each other as well. Close-knit group, real close-knit group. So we just create a good environment for people to come and play. Yeah. They get trust. They're trusted to play. We're open with ideas as well. Like, we're always open as a management team as what they're seeing. It's not just Brad and I going, this is it, this is it, this is it. Like, we're open and we talk about it as a group. And I just think people want to be there, which is a massive thing.
Oh yeah, huge. If people want to be somewhere, it completely. So like 20 quid, 30 quid don't matter. 50 quid don't matter. It really, really don't. But it is easier, isn't it? If you're greasing the palms, like, let's not pretend. It is easier when there was comments recently about Upfield, weren't there, Haig, about someone wrote Upfield are spending loads of money again. Like,
I've heard that again, though. By the way, I've heard that again.
I know it made me think, right? And here you go. Let's get an exclusive up on the old pod. Let's see if I can get a screenshot on the go.
Oh, what are you doing, Billy?
Oh God, this is where it breaks now.
You know what?
This is where it starts going wild. This is what I like. I'm locked in.
I'm fucking sick and tired of idiots, if I'm honest. Like,
it didn't take real long.
Right.
So,
shall we talk about how much money was being spent at the fucking Millionaires Upfield last season? Yeah, should we talk about it? Let's go.
For it.
Let's have a go. Right. Double week game, August the 3rd. We spent £450. Our screen. We will put this on our. I can't put the players.
Is this when you were in charge, Bill?
When I was in charge, right? Yeah. So someone said someone's getting £250 and someone's getting 150. Bollocks.
Are you getting the spreadsheet out now, are you?
I've got the spreadsheet in front of me right here, mate.
Of course he has.
So 450. Second week, 500. Week after that, 410. The week after that, 495. The week after that, 450. The week after that, 445. The week after that, 445. The week after that, 405. So when you talk about money, with all due respect, if 400 quid is a lot of money,
it's not.
For 60
just make a comment on
Bill, can I ask that? Because I don't know.
Yeah.
Listen. So that's split over the squad.
Highest paid player, no word of a lie, and I can say this, and I don't even care, was £150. That's true.
Right, so £300. So double that. Was
one player was on a tenner, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 60, 20, 35, 70, 50, 20, 10, 10, 20, 25, 50, 25, 50, 40, 30, 150. Obviously, he's weren't all in the squad every week. 35.
Well, there we go.
But it's just all the bullshit. It makes things interesting. It makes things funny, right? So I just think, like we're talking about, like if Vardinians want to spend money to get out of it, that's up to the chairman. If he's got the money and they want to make some,
what do they get out of spending to get out of it, though?
Well, league, right?
What do people, what for the difference between being the Prem and Div 1 there? I know the step 5, the step 6, I get that.
Yeah.
But at what point do you try to break the bank to stay up? For what reason?
The whole concept of money at this level shouldn't even be talked about, in my opinion, right?
It's overspoken.
People should be playing football. It shouldn't be spoke about. I'm talking my age now. Back when I was playing, right, you didn't know. I didn't know if people were getting paid unless you saw a brown envelope being passed to someone over a desk. Right?
Yeah,
I did not even know what the fuck was going on there. But people should want to play football to go next level, next level, next level, next level. Like we talk about.
Yeah.
Great.
We things have just signed. Billy, you'll know Damien Theodore was at Vardinians before. Look where he's gone. Look where he's gone. Whether they paid, don't know. Not my business to know at the time. But players should want to use this as a platform.
Yeah.
Football should be football and not. I hate it when you talk to a player and they go, "Well, how much?" Within the first 30 seconds, how much? No, just put the phone down. Just put the phone down. It's just not worth it. Because that's all they want. It's the money. I never got any money.
Can you blame them though? Can you blame them though? If that's the culture that is right. And
not blaming the player. Not blaming the player. That's the culture. You're right. The culture. You can't blame the player, right?
But I understand there's got to be, but there's got to be some kind of loyalty. There's got to be some kind of desire to want to buy into what the club are doing, what the manager wants, what the whole group wants as a whole. But once you're committed on that, you do the deal with the club, the manager, the sponsor, whoever it is. That's on them, and you would want to do the best that you can for the best you can get. And if it doesn't work, it don't work.
I always look at it like this, Mike.
I don't know.
I am adamant it's what is possible for that club, right? So, give you an example. AFC Upfield Town. I think, based on the money that they bring into the football club through sponsors, what they can make on a match day if it's well advertised, and some match days, I'm sure Nick or Tash, who was the treasurer at the time, could say, but sometimes we would make 900 to £1,000 on a match day, right? If we did it right, yeah.
Is that including the bar?
With the bar, yeah. Obviously with the bar, right? So there's money coming in, and then if you've got a good shirt sponsor, and you've got a good back of the shirt sponsor, you've got stand sponsor, you got a few, right? I looked at it like this: it's like, right, if you've got 10 grand to spend over the season, is it sustainable if Billy Wood's not here, or if no one's here, or if it is, great. If it's not, then you reduce it, right? I look at money like this: if it's sustainable with a sugar daddy or no sugar daddy, do it, right? If there's a long-term plan and it's going to be over X amount of years, and remember, I only left Upfield because I got depressed about the pitch. I know it sounds stupid, right? But I did. I got depressed about the pitch, and really, in hindsight, I should have had a bit more about me to stick it out, right? But you have to look at money as like, can a team afford it? Like Forest Row. Can they afford to subsidise what Andy and Grant were doing? Probably not to that level, but have they got some money? Maybe they have, right? But they've got no home, so they're having to pay Free Bridges X amount a week to stay there, right? The same with, even Van Indians. I know they're at the Withdean and it effectively is their home. There's no bar money. There's none of this extra stuff coming in. So effectively, they would have a small budget. Copthorne are paying whatever they're paying at Horsham, like me, they're playing football at Palace, and like come on, just don't.
Getting 11 fans to a game.
Yeah, and we talked about that yesterday, Lee. But then you go Shoreham. We go Shoreham yesterday. It's a decent crowd there.
Wasn't there?
Why wouldn't they put the money on the pitch? And then even at Hastings, the reason why we can do it is because we've got great sponsors. and 1,000 people watching the club. So you go, right, if you're going to spend, if you've got a budget, you look at your budget and you make sure your money's on the pitch and not on the bench, right? You make sure you give yourself the best chance. So I always look at money as fuck what people are spending, or because £250 a player, one team at Haywards Heath is irrelevant to a Vardinians or irrelevant to an Upfield Town or irrelevant to a Ringmer, because it's not a lot of money to Haywards Heath because they can afford it. So
around? Yeah, I don't think
money should be the be all end all.
No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. But we all know that for players to go and win a league, to go and win, for example, the County League, the Prem, you probably need like a team that can. You need a bunch of players who could potentially play higher, right? So if you've got, let's be honest, if you've got Hastings, like let's just say Hastings and Haywards Heath are only half hour around the corner from each other, and Hastings United are offering a player £150 to play for them, but Haywards Heath badly want that player to get promoted, right, and not be mid-table in step 4, but get out from step 5. A player may be tempted by £200 a week, but it's human nature, isn't it? Like it's a tough economy out there. We all got rent to pay, all got bills to pay, mortgages to pay, car bills to pay. If you've got loads of mums that you've got up the duff, right? You've got child maintenance to pay. Right? You've got all these things, right, in life. It is, and I don't get me wrong. Should step 5 and step 6 be about money? Probably not. But if you want to get out of that, it normally is. So it's like that's why I say the Haywards Heath thing isn't relevant to a Lancing at the moment or Vardinians, because it's what they can do because they want to get out of it.
I don't begrudge any club or any player either spending money or wanting money, but I think one, it shouldn't be aired. If you're paying, fine, just keep it behind closed doors. I actually quite like the challenge of going to a club knowing they're getting paid a lot of money. Because you think, can we mix it with the best? Maybe that's how I look at it. But also from a player's point of view, I think it's important. I don't know if many players actually listen to this. Is where is the right environment for you? That should be the first thing. It shouldn't be the money first. And that's the problem that I have with it, is that money is always the number one on the agenda, when actually it should be, where's the right place for me to progress in football? If you're a younger player, if you're an older player and you're getting a load of money and it's topping up your mortgage, whatever, fair play to you. I wish I could have earned that money when I was playing. But, if you're looking at it from a progression point of view, we should be looking at it from an individual.
Yeah, and I think you're right. You've got to sell the environment first. And I'll be honest, you could ask any of the Upfield players that went there, even the Ryan Warwick, ask them why they come to Upfield. And if it was money, I'll be really, really shocked, because it was all about the environment we created, how they felt, how they were looked after, what the training was like, all those things. And I think, and what the goals and objectives were of the football club, I hope were what the selling points were. If money comes into it, maybe there might have been one player that might have been, I went there just for the money. But I think most went there for the right reasons. And I think it goes back to what you say, Haig. It's all about creating the right environment, regardless if you've got £150 a week budget, or Big Bucks Bill here with £450 a week, or Steve, whatever, with four figures a week, right? I think it's all about relevance to what you've got, and then kind of like, is what it is. Up everyone.
I can only speak from a personal point of view. I never got any money playing. Never.
Well, not even when you were out in Australia playing.
No, never got any money out there.
And a lot of people don't know that. You went out there and played it at a high level out there, didn't you?
Yeah, it's my shirt in the background. That's my shirt that I played. Club gifted.
Go on, show the shirt.
Go on, show the shirt.
It's really
Come on, get it out. Get your shirt out.
The last time I spoke to you, didn't have it hung up at that time.
Yeah, it's all coming off. Look. Yeah, love it. Look, I only went to a club to better myself. And we can talk. I used to play for Ringmer, for the old Ringmer and the new Ringmer. I left the new Ringmer to go and play for Hassel, which is 3 leagues higher, because I wanted to test myself. That was who I was as an individual. That's how I was as a player.
Yes.
But each their own, I guess.
So,
what else has been happening, Lee?
So, well, I mean, we can go with. Do you want to talk about the second episode?
Yeah, I want. Do you mind if I comment on that on the Lingfield episode, please?
Yeah, go for it, mate.
Yeah, so obviously Lingfield FC out there, they're putting together looks like a mini series, Project Lingfield.
They stole that from.
They stole that from you, Project Wood, didn't they? Rich, the chairman. The first thing I thought about him was, it takes balls to do something like this. Yeah, it really does, especially when you're in a club that has had a bit of a transition this season, lost their, changed the gaffer, struggled at parts in the league and that. They brought in Liam, the new gaffer, who's obviously trained and coached at a much higher standard. Really good, knowledgeable guy. Seems to know what he wants. I thought it was effing fantastic. I've watched the first 2 episodes now. Who's the lads that do it? Let me have a look. The lads that actually do it is
your
fresh.
Yeah, they did one last year with a Step 6 side. With one, like they've done a few. They're really good, really good at what they do.
Yeah, I mean, I thought this series gives a proper insight, warts and all, into how a club has a long-term plan, and the struggles that they face. I love their skipper. Their skipper in the change room. That he's a proper one. He's a real one. I like it. And they've just signed this lad, who's obviously levels above.
Oh, the young lad.
Yeah,
Devon, his name is.
Yeah,
what a player.
He's obviously levels above, and you can all see they've just stuck him in the false 9 and places like that. I think it's a must see. It is a must see.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that Rich, chairman, literally, because he would have to have funded it, or the club would have funded it. And I'll tell you one thing, lads, that kind of thing ain't cheap. Yeah. So you've got to be willing to go, do you know what? My money's down on the table. I'll put something together and show it. As a club of direction, it really gets to see a bit of the characters of the lads there. I think it's brilliant. I really, really do. So that's Project Lingfield. It's on Amazon, man.
Is that your doorbell going at this time of night?
Hey,
well,
the message with the card, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Speaking of Project Lingfield, I think it's either next week or the week after, we have got Rich coming on.
Oh, right, okay.
So
it'd be good for people to go out and watching it now. And again, there's a hell of a lot of you watching.
Yeah, it's
to actually have a look at that. It's called Project Lingfield by Your Fresh TV Sport. There, it's on their X. The links on there. It comes on for YouTube. It's 28 minutes. It's well worth a watch. But watch the first one if you can first, and then get your questions in for Rich, because I tell you what, more clubs should do something like this.
I think it's brilliant.
I do. Have you seen it, Bill?
No, it is. It does. You need to either someone who's enthusiastic and wants to do it. I told you about that Isthmian United one we did years ago. I've still got to find the links.
We need to see them.
I will find them.
Have done it as well, haven't they? They've done Heathens.
Yeah, like there's been a few, and you even need someone who's like either like college or saying that wants to do something different, or it's going to cost a lot of money if you've done right. So the Havers Heath thing that was done obviously was quite expensive. This project, the Lingfield one, is shot really well.
Yeah.
Liam, the manager there, is a top guy.
Where's he been, Bill?
He was at Sevenoaks beforehand. He's coached in a few college programs as well, I believe. He's been around block. He's a really nice guy. He was at Sevenoaks last season, the gaffer there. So I came across him last year and he was all right. But yeah, he just obviously wants to do it his way. Like there will be a change, like the transitional change of players will obviously happen. That obviously that Devon kid, he scored 6 and 10. So he'll probably get nicked at some point. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It's going to happen. Probably the White Leaf or someone like that. But I think when you look at it, the big question I'm at for Rich is why the fuck is he doing this? Like to not the documentary, because I think that's great, but why? Like, what do you think he's going to achieve with Lingfield, right? Because I think that it takes a special sort of person, like mentally, like probably a bit deranged like me, to want to throw all your time and energy into these non-league clubs in that way. I'm quite intrigued why he picked Lingfield, and yeah, look, fair play to him. They're still
He's a really good guy, though, doesn't he?
No. Look, both of them seem switched on, and both the lads co-own it, right? But it's more of a case for me is because that first one, it was like, oh, we're going to get this player in, that player in. They had no money, so they couldn't get these players in. And so, like, is that delusion? Is that not knowing what you're doing? Like, what is that? So it'd be great to dig in deep on that. And then on the flip side of it is the story. Obviously, the manager they should have just got rid of him in the summer. He obviously weren't their cup of tea. You could tell when they were sitting down having a chat with him.
Yeah,
he was not.
That got me hooked in the first one.
Yeah, like this guy is not their cup of tea at all.
It was real, wasn't it? It was
it was real, but you could definitely see like it weren't their cup of tea. So let's be honest. If you don't like the person you're working with, it's never going to work. Or if you don't, if you want your own guy in, it's just never going to work, right? So I thought that was interesting, but I think that's again probably naivety and like new to the situation, so they probably felt like they had to give him a chance because he's been there a long time and blah blah blah, right? So you're gonna have that, and yeah, obviously they're still not back at their ground yet. It's January 2026. No. They're
due back. They're due back.
They are, yeah.
24th
of Jan, I heard. Round about then, that's when they should be going.
Oh, so we're here from Rich on the show before they get back.
Yeah, we'll find out.
But for me, like that's a big thing for them because like playing away, like even picking up a little bit of bar receipts, like we talked about earlier with budgets and stuff. The reason they're paying for where they're playing at Whiteleaf at the moment, right? They've probably done that smartly rather than Stenning. If you're playing at Whiteleaf, you'll get a different sort of football player because you're in that South London catchment area. You're going to get. That area is like full of talented football players, right? So you might get a smidgen of players because they have to go. If they're not at one of the bigger clubs, they have to go further out. If they don't have to go too far to get to your club, you're likely to get them rather than, let's be honest, traveling to Stenning every week. It's a bit different. Do you know what I mean? So I think there's that. But yeah, I'd be really intrigued. It's an intriguing one. It's nice that they're doing the documentaries, putting eyes on the product.
I'll start the link in the comments.
Brilliant. And it's like it's getting people having a little think and having a little look and why not? Do you know what I mean? Why not? So yeah, on that note, you're right, Mike. It's great. And Lee brought up a point. Why weren't the first 5 games covered? Maybe your Fresh TV weren't around.
You did say that. Yeah, I saw that.
But
I hear Lee. There's another team doing about that are starting to record on as well.
Who?
There is.
Come on. Who?
There is another team.
I'm just hearing there's a team that are in talks to record one over the next 4 games that maybe feel like they haven't had the rub of the green in the Premier.
Why always them?
Why always them? Yeah. Why?
Oh, bloody hell!
That'll be class.
They've got a good production duo behind them as well.
Of course, he's been sitting there waiting for that for hours.
Yeah, he's like, they're going to announce it. Are they going to say something?
But no, just quickly, and on Project Lingfield, I thought it was extremely well done.
Good.
Credit to the chairman, the gaffer, the players as well, because they opened themselves up. Ben Caldecott, great guy he is. Not sure too much about all the ketchup he had on his breakfast, though, when I saw that. I have to have a word with him about that.
Don't start with your breakfast, mate, and you have mayo on your fry up, so we won't go there.
What?
Thank you. Mayonnaise on a fry up.
Where?
Oh no, it shouldn't be anywhere.
No, you don't, Mike.
Yeah, I do.
He does. He does. I sat when we went to Guernsey at 6:30 in the morning. He sat there, got a fry up, mayo all over. I looked at him and went, "You're some kind of monster."
This gave me anxiety.
You're still friends with him, Lee.
I know, mate. No. I know.
Unbelievable. But yeah, everyone go and check that out. We'll retweet the link later. Excellent insight. I hope there's more coming from it. Wish the lads really, really good. Fuck off non-league. Had a day off non-league. I thought you were my mate. Go and check it out. It's really.
You don't
really
want to check
good.
his hard drive out. You might not find any nonsense stuff, but you find loads of other stuff. That's for sure.
Yeah, probably
But
right.
what we're gonna do, we're gonna let Haig go. Mate, thank you for coming on and being part of the pod tonight and hearing from yourself and everything. But mate, you are free to go. Go enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and we'll catch up soon.
Gents, thanks for having me.
Love you, mate.
Lee, I don't want to see it. Lee, I don't want to see you at the Withdean because you're unlucky.
Can I come?
Can I come down? By all means.
Can I come and see you, Hey?
I'm still waiting for that visit, Mike. To be fair.
Well, I'm still waiting for you to actually have a bar at the ground, mate.
That is true. Just bring your own. I'm sure that'll be all right. You probably do anyway.
Right, tell Brad to say hello and everything, mate. Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
Good luck at the weekend,
mate.
Yeah, mate. Speak soon.
Speak soon.
I love Haig. He's. Do
you know what? For him, that Uckfield thing would have been traumatic, right?
Yeah, I bet.
And by the way, it tarnished his reputation. Like, he might not like to hear it, but it did, and it took him a while for him to get back in the door somewhere. Mm-hmm. So fair play to him. He longed it out. He got back in the door somewhere, and I would like for Ardinians not to go down, like them to get out of it, because actually it's I played a weird thing. There's a little bit to that, isn't there? Do you know what I mean? And Chairman's a lovely bloke. You know, it's good luck to them, and I wish them all the best for the rest of the season. And they got Fraser Trigwell in goal, so good on them.
Yeah. Shout out Fraser.
Top man. top man.
Well, what's been going on, Pam?
Boys, Lee, should we?
Yes.
Look, we had an impromptu reunion yesterday, lads, didn't we?
We did.
And do you know what? It lasted about 5 minutes, didn't it?
Do you know what made it even funnier is you, Bill, you've walked in trying to be all inconspicuous and
who that?
And then Mike,
big yellow Calvin Klein
jacket. But Mike, you went top of your voice, at the top of Mike's voice, he went, "It's Billy Wood," and everyone went, "Huh?"
Well, cheers, Mike. Thank you.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, cheers for that, mate.
No, fucking rumour mill starts. Billy's trying to get the job at Shoreham again. Yeah, but it was nice to see you guys, and it was actually none of us were meant to be there, which was the funniest part.
No, I know.
We all ended up there.
Bows and pitches, lads,
everywhere.
Oi, do you about the Pagan one?
Go on.
I turned up. Ruffy turned up, and there was cars driving up and down, trying to
warm the pitch up,
pour out the pitch. It was never
so they could play.
It's never going to work.
Yeah. No. If Monty's out there, if Monty wants some prizes out there in Cyberland, I saw him post saying that game was never going to be on, was it? How many games called off yesterday?
Oh, there was Worthing United.
Jobsbrook. Yeah.
Jobsbrook. The Ringmer game was called off.
Most games were off, weren't they?
Unless you had 3G or
you
were out there with your kettle with hot water.
Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, Shoreham got the game on with a kettle and hot water, didn't they?
Mate, brilliant. We and Lee were speaking to Stu, actually. We were speaking, and thanks for coming on, Haig. We were speaking to Stu, and they were like, by the way, that game, Shoreham game, should have never, ever been on. The pitch was like clunk, 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 clunk. It's like how the ref played it, I have no clue. To the point I was speaking to the Forest Road gaffer at half time. Mark, you had a run out on a pitch on Saturday. We'll have to talk about that in a bit. But I was speaking to the Forest Road gaffer at half time. He went, "Fucking tell the boys, pass the ball." It's like, don't run on his pitch. And they're all running on it's like an ice skating rink. And you could hear them clunk, 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 running along.
It's when they it's when they were walking from the concrete onto the grass. there was no difference
No
in
change,
sound.
no change at
There
all.
was no change.
Oh,
It was like,
credit to Sean for getting
No,
it
they
on.
got it. Look, they got it on.
yeah,
I really like it down there. Like, I think there's a lot of potential at Shoreham, a lot of potential, and
It's massive.
but obviously we've spoke about their ups and downs. Like they're obviously we had Loz on last pod, and you know that might have ruffled a few. It might not have. I don't know, but like there was a lot said then, and like we've spoke about like what we believe is right or wrong with the management situation. But at that club, where it's based, when you're in the ground and you look out and you see chimneys around you, they have such an opportunity, I think. And I think you know, and they got a top chairman in Stu, like co-chairman. So obviously I don't know the other guy, but I don't know Nev, but I only know Stu, and like you know, he's a top guy. I like watching the game. The only thing I would say is like, I said this to Lee, and I don't want to be negative. Like when I was watching Forest, I always thought Forest Row were going to win that game of football. Always thought, just because they had a little bit. It looked like they had a plan, like a way they wanted to play, and it felt very.
I think Forest Row is still a good side, mate.
They're not a bad side at all.
Yeah,
How long are you playing for them?
They're getting new players back in there now.
yeah.
No,
They get some old players back as well.
The Gaffer, he's obviously got his ideas. He's starting to get his thing. I believe you know that they'll kick on. They will.
They're up and around the playoffs. A fair play to them, but like
100%.
when I look at it and I go, so watching them play. I don't want to give their game plan away. It's not fair because they obviously got games coming up, right? But they obviously play it into certain areas to then penetrate certain areas, right? There's movement in the way it looks. Top guy, Stu. They look like they're doing the right things. Like I thought there was better players playing for Shoreham than I've seen in weeks previously or games previously, but at the same time, I just think Josh, previous manager, right?
That's a fair comment. Respect the Josh.
Yeah. Respect Josh.
Big respect for Josh for that.
It still felt very naive, if I'm honest. Like felt very naive in aspects. They went 1-0 up,
and then made a change.
But there's improvement there, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, for them to go 1 out and hold it, but then you don't.
They didn't hold it for 30 seconds, Lee.
No,
like
there's wrong. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. Don't change it.
I look at it like this, right?
I still love Sean's admin.
Brilliant.
I'm gonna get him on. He's gonna get him on.
He should get him on. He'd be fun.
He's fantastic, mate.
I want to talk about the football quickly. Like it was. Look, the goal was fortunate. It fucking bounced, and the keeper's like, whatever. It's taking deflection. The defender backheeled it off the line when he could have probably put it over the bar or put it wide, and they've got a goal. Fucking brilliant. And I actually thought, I turned around to Leo, went, bloody hell, if they hold on for 5 minutes, they could go nick this. Didn't I? That's what I was turning around and said.
Yeah.
So they could go nick it, and fucking fair play to them. Do you know what I mean? It's been a long time since they had a win. Straight away, 30 seconds, they actually get the ball back, and they naively try and do something. Forest Row back, bang, straight in the box, goal. And you go, oh, fuck me, really? Like, but we all know you're at your weakest about conceding when you just scored, right? So that can happen. And I just think there's some better players. They had a good chance first half. It'd be interesting to see their direction, whether like what they go in longer term, right? Because it is very hard as a manager if you lose loads and loads and loads of games, even if you want to make, it's a new season. It's hard to still attract people because people don't buy into losing. Let's be honest. So they're going to have to address that at some point. But as a club, a few upgrades could be done around the ground. But as a club with all the chimney pots, when you look at it, you go, fucking hell, like it could, you can see why they've had success in the past, right? And they've got good people there, and they've got good volunteers, and they've got something. So fair play to them, and they're down there with Vardinians, who we also like, and Lancing and a few other clubs, and it's going to be tough. Two have to go down, right? And as proven, when you go down to that league, it's not easy to get up like in 2025, 26 or 26, 27. Because you only have to look at Upfield and Saltdean this year, right? And Upfield the year before that, and like, you know, just finishing outside the playoffs. Like it ain't easy. So once you go down, because there's a lot of ambitious clubs coming up from step 7, that's the problem. It's not step 6 club, the step 7 clubs coming up who then want to go again. It becomes really, really tough. So, but yeah, Forest Row, the gaffer there turned around to me and went, "Fucking hell, you watched us play against Bexley, that was a shit game, and now you're watching, and now you come in, it's a shit game because it was shit first half."
I had a chat with him after in the bar.
Did you?
And yeah, he's great guy.
Yeah, character, isn't he?
Yeah.
But yeah, they'd do all right. Forest Row would do all right, and fair play, because that must have been hard to walk into with everyone leaving and going to East Grinstead. And yeah, on that note, shall we switch over to East Grinstead?
Yeah, because they've lost a player, haven't they? Is that right? Well,
they've had a couple go back, haven't they? They've had a few go back.
So they've had a couple leave East Grinstead, and they've gone back to, I believe they've gone back to Forest Row. So is it a thing of, they're in the bottom 3? Then
no, it's not.
They're not going to make it.
No, it's not. It's not that players are leaving because they want to leave. I'll tell you exactly what it is. I'm gonna pull up their team. We're gonna do some deep diving, lads. All right, because this podcast says it how it is.
Yeah.
No matter what, we're unfiltered. We're at it wherever. Right. Let's have a go. This is why. So obviously Cam Lawson's gone to Hayward Heath, and like I'm not surprised he's not been playing. He's been on the bench a lot for East Grinstead. I don't think he's gone there to go nick a promotion rather than a relegation. He might. I doubt it. So, Dom Foes, right? Ex-West Ham, been around the block, cost a few bob, won't be cheap. Jesse Starkey now as well. Fucking hell, like that's a player. The good players are signing. Dan Perry, very good striker, right? Obviously, I know he's there with him at Forest Row.
Yeah.
Louis Theopanos, who, as we know, humiliated me when he played for Beckenham, scoring 6 goals, right?
He's a beast,
He's a beast of a striker, and he's proper. And he ain't cheap. And I don't want to say that like stuff like that too loud, but some of the names that they're bringing in, they are spending like they can. Grant and Andy can turn around and tell us it's bollocks, right? And that's fair enough, and we would listen. But when you listen to those names, it ain't cheap, and it can't. And I look at it and I'll say, I'm sure East Grinstead ain't got these deep pockets. So what is the point, right? So they lost, what are they? They lost 4-2, is it, to Seven Oaks, yeah? 4-2, yes. They're 3-0 down, lost 4-2, right? Ridwan Uber, he played for us at Isthmian United, actually. Aaron Hopkinson signed him. I was playing with him, actually, at the weekend. So you look at the team, you go, they just lost again. They are sitting, so would we all, Drowsy, so would we all. They are sitting on 4 points. They are 19 points adrift. 1-9 adrift. Yeah. With how many games left? With 18 games to go. 19 points. Not 10, not 8, not 6.
Well, that's 7 games. That's 7 games chalked off absolute minimum.
Yeah, right. So my question is, what? Look, obviously, don't give up. You don't just give up because you're at the bottom of the league, right? But then they're gonna if they're gonna get relegated. Louis Theopanos ain't playing step 5. Not a fucking chance. Right? He's good enough to play step 3 as a striker. He won't be playing step 5, yeah. Dom Vose ain't going to go and play county league football because he'd go and pick up 400 quid elsewhere, right? Few of them will. Alusek is playing in goal for him now. Obviously, he was at Lancing with me. He's played for a couple of like Rainers Park, like I think Rainers Lane. I think he played. I don't know. Rainers. Oh fuck knows.
Right. Yeah.
Rainers played for a couple of Isthmian League clubs this year, and probably will. What my thing is, why don't they? Because and I might be speaking out of term here, right? So I'm going to probably get myself in trouble. But let's just say it's not East Grinstead spending the money and it's Andy and Grant. bag it for next year, right? Go and put your faith in the lads, the Forest Row lads that you believed in, that you believed could have stepped up to these Grinstead, like the first week of the season when you went up. Your Leo Vowles, who didn't even get on yesterday, an exciting young winger. You're gonna play TJ Richards in the county prem. You're gonna play Leo Vowles. Aaron Hopkinson's gonna play. You might keep hold of Luke Leopard. You've got Curtis Gaylor, I think, does coaching down there, so you're gonna keep hold of him. So why don't you just fuck off these big spenders, right? Go speak to the board at East Grinstead and go, look, we ain't gonna stay out. It's not like let's start being real now, right? And let's plan for next season a bit more long term. Yeah. Unless they've promised all this money, similar to what people said to me about Lancing, Mike, yeah. And they have to now still do this to show that they weren't bullshitting, and have to spend this dough, which I think is like pissing water out of fucking. You might as well set £50 notes light, in my opinion. Now, again, I might be speaking out of turn. I might be. And if I am, Andy and Grant fucking tell me to shut my fucking mouth, right? But I'm just trying to work out the logic. Now, I get it. Don't give up anything in January, but it's not working, is it?
Yeah, it's one of those things of being that far apart, and they've got some good teams in that league as well.
They're 21st in the form table. They picked up 1 point in 6 games. The only team worse off at the moment is Broadway Chief.
So yeah, it sort of says there where you're probably right, but they need to start looking at next season, planning for that. They got a good enough team. You could probably look at it and be like, all right, yeah, they come straight back up because they've got a good management team there.
It is a tough one because Grant and Andy are really, really good, great guys that love.
Yeah, and they're good at what they do.
Really, they knew the scale of the problems that were there when they took over that club. They got a lot of abuse for it. They got a lot of people saying, well, you know, why are you leaving Forest Row that were doing well and everything like that?
More than that, I'm telling. By the way, that comment there, more than £1,000 a week for those three. I know it from a fact.
Fair. But you've got to give them their credit for the fact that they took on that. The fact that they wanted to make a difference at a club that they'd been so deeply enrooted to, you know.
So they're before, weren't they? Before.
Yeah, and they've done the 23s. They've done a lot. They've done behind the scenes. You know, they've really been involved with it a long time, and that. So you know, they did it out of the care of where they are, and obviously the problems with Forest Row and the home and everything like that probably added to it. You know.
Yeah.
It's more attractive, isn't it? Like if you've got money and you're spending it for Forest Row or East Grinstead, you're spending it East Grinstead because they got their own home. So I can't knock at Andy or Grant at all for that. But
I just hope that if they do go down, okay, that the actual club behind them will still say, well, you know, like give them the chance to really put their whole stamp on it.
They haven't won 1 in 13, Mike.
Look, it's undeniable in there. I had a lot of it on the, you know, so I back them a lot on the SNLF show, and I know the guys personally. You know, I speak with the guys.
Yeah,
it's tough because the position that they knew they were getting in.
Are they unsackable? They're the ones paying the budget. Are they unsackable?
I don't know if I personally don't know if they contribute to the budget or anything like that. Look, I'd expect something is, you know, but I don't know that, and I'm not in a position to say that. You'd expect the club would have something set aside at least at that level. 100%. Something decent.
It's never been. No, it's not ever been decent. East Grinstead, like the last.
Has it not?
No, the last gaffer wasn't a great budget. No, like it wasn't great. I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
I just hope that there's a bigger picture here for those two guys. And
Yeah,
you know
There's
what
got
I
to
mean.
be.
I really do, because you can tell, and I've spoken to them personally on the phone and done podcasts. They've always been great supporters of what I've done. And if I've reached out to them, they've reached out. If I could ring them now, they pick up the phone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I ain't going to do that, Andy and Grant, because they're probably listening, to be fair.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like a cunt. Not say that on there.
No, but that's
I
what
feel
we
like
do
a
on this show,
bit of a
man.
prick, because like we are outspoken, and like, I know people sometimes take it the wrong way, but
Yeah,
I'm trying to I'm trying to understand the balance of power. So, for example, when I was at Upfield, I was unsackable.
were you unsackable because basically you put that dollar in?
Yeah, I was the one making sure that the money for the budget was there, even though the club could sustain it. And to be fair, at times it came from the club, because it was like, actually, the club can pay for it. I don't need to, and this is my club anyway. Yeah, but I become unsackable, right? You like, because you're in control. My question is, East Grinstead is a big. If they drop into County Prem, right? If they drop into County Prem, they have to be expected to go and win it, in my opinion, for the club of that size. But
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
But if you look on paper, the team that East Grinstead have now, they should have at least won a few games. It's not similar to me at Lancing playing Archie McGonigal and a bunch of fucking under 18s, right? No respect to Archie. He's a young lad, and I think he's going to go flying, mate. It's not the same.
Leave Archie out of it, bless him.
No, I love Archie, but he got battered. I only mentioned him because he was getting hammered. They were calling him, hashtag McGonigal, because he was tweeting about making his debut and whatever. So he knows I'm pissing about. But like, it's not the same. You can't even equate it to being the same, right? 1,500 quid a week or 1,200 quid a week, or whatever it was, plus any top up. So it was around 1,500 versus the dough that's being spent. And also the player quality. If someone offered me Louis to play up front for me at Lancing, fucking hell, do you know what I mean? I mean, been unreal. So like, the quality's there, but why is it not clicking? Well, it can't. Is it because
they've had so many players in and out that door?
Yeah,
right. That's sort of, look, you've managed, Bill.
Yeah.
You know it takes X amount of games to find your feet and get things working. They haven't had a pre-season, but then again, they knew they wouldn't have had a pre-season. You know, they've took a lot of the players from where they were at step 5, moved them up. Some didn't cut it. Let's be honest. You know, and some have gone back there now, and some have gone on to pastures new. They had signing after signing. It was always going to be an ask, I thought.
Yeah.
I think those two lads as well, they are not thick lads. They're intelligent guys. They know their stuff.
Even outside of football, like, that's what I mean.
They got proper business acumen.
100%. I just look at it and go in. It's throwing good money after bad, isn't it? I think in that, like, sometimes, like, you have to. Even if I owned, say, I was the chairman of East Grinstead right now, and I had a £2,000 a week budget, I would be slashing it to £500 a week and just going, we're done. I'm not spending the money. It's £500 a week. We're going to get through the season. You're safe in your job. Just fucking get us through. Like, there's no point.
Do you reckon chairmen do that at this?
I know they do it. Yeah. So what you do is, this is what happens, right? So you have your budget. Get to Christmas. If you're in the playoffs or in around it, you have a go, you can carry on going because your gates will be up, everything, you have a go, right? If you're nowhere near it, you slash things. Can't, like, let players go, like, 100%. Budgets get cut all the time after Christmas. This time of year, like, let's just say I was Eastbourne Town, right? I don't know their budget. I don't know junior budget, but let's just say I was Eastbourne Town and I had £2,000 a week budget. Like, not me, but the club. And our objective was to stay up, right? That was our objective. And we got to a point where we mathematically, it was near impossible that we're going to go down, right? Yeah. I'll drop it down to 1,200. I'll save £800 a week. £800 a week, that's 3,000.
You don't think that's mugging off the fans?
No. That's saving money. It is a bit muggy, Mike, but actually, like, you've got to look at it, sometimes your objectives. They might not want to go up. It's so much more expensive to go up for the travel or attracting players to play at that level. You might not want to go up. Not every team wants to go up. Not every team wants to compete on a trajectory to get to the Premier League, right? Some teams are just happy to be in the league that they're in and happy to sit in there and operate, right? And then sometimes it don't work. And you go, shit, look at Hythe, for example, Hythe Town, right?
Yeah.
A staple of the Isthmian South East League, an absolute staple of it, always around it. Get on, Stu. Come on, get on there, boy. Come on.
We have got a chairman coming on, so
there'll be an interview.
Yeah, we said Stu,
Rich.
Richard Lingfield's coming on the cut.
Yeah.
We love
Stu, and I'm speaking from a former chairman's point of view as well. But I think like they and then it didn't work for them, and then they got relegated right last year out of and they're now bottom of the Skeffel Prem, right? They went down and they decided they're going to go down a young route, going to bring young players in, and it's all going to be about the youth, blah 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 blah, right? And don't work. And any team relying, and this is another thing, any team relying on like being a feeder club for loans, get fucked. You're done for. Because I'm telling you this, whether you like it or not, if you become reliant on young players or the best young players from a place, the best young players will go to the level that they're relevant at. So if you're a step 5 team, so for example, I don't know, Worthing, want to loan players to Lancing, let's just say, right? They're not all going to go to Lancing. Some players are going to be too good for step 5. Some are going to be step 4 level. Some are going to be step 3 level. Some need to go out like, dual reg at an Isthmian Prem side or an Isthmian South East side or South Central side, Bognor or whatever, right? So you can't be relying on that system. You can't be relying on 1,000 people. Brilliant.
Well done.
Well done. Back again. Right. You can't be reliant on one strain, right? And managers who believe that are naive as well. Believe that their relationships with other managers is going to help them. That's bullshit. Managers look after themselves first and foremost. Yeah. Clubs look after themselves, right? So you can't be naive to that. Like me going to Lancing, people would have gone, "Oh, Aggie will give you loads of players." Aggie couldn't give me loads of players because they weren't players relevant for the level. The same with like other clubs, right? It just weren't right. Got 1 or 2, but not enough. Now, back to the chairman situation and the budget, it all comes down to the relevance of what you want to achieve. For example, Stu just popped up in the messages. If Sean want to get out of this, he might have to spend some money because he might need a prolific goal scorer to dig him out. He might not want to do it that way, and he might be and they might get relegated, and so be it, and then go next season. But I look at Hythe, and it's not in our Sussex bubble. It's just outside, on the way to past Ryan, on the way into deep, right? I look at it and I go, it used to be a club actually. We used to look at it and go, actually, it's not a bad little club, and they could be step 6 next year as well, And it's, I don't know.
It's a downfall. That's a really big downfall.
Yeah, but that's happening a lot. Like, you look at it, Saltdean won't come up this year. They might come up the year after. Like, let's see what Loz does there. Let's see what he does with a fresh summer. Let's just say Vardinians go down. Will they ever come back up?
All right, Bill. Here's one for you then.
Go on.
Name me a couple of a few underachievers in each of the league annually.
Underachievers.
Prem and Div 1.
Right. Firstly, let's go Prem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoreham, 100%. Like, let's not beat around the bush. They're underachieving.
How they started. Yeah.
Well, not even now they're starting. It's an attractive football club.
Yeah, it is an attractive football.
Right. So
who else?
Underperforming.
Or underachieving as a club.
Eastbourne United.
Yeah. Possibly. Yeah, you could be spot
on.
I actually think, and I've told my mate this as well, and a few other people, and I think I might have been brought on the pod, but I think they're going to nick a playoff space. I just think they will, right?
They had a long run. They had a probably late run last year, didn't they?
Yeah, which is, but then why are they not starting well? Now, they've got the great facility now, like a really, really great facility. I think credit to them all down there, all of them. And I talk very highly of the place. I think that facility can go and push them onto Isthmian football. Will it happen? I don't know. But I think sitting 10th in the league is underperforming for a club that I think could be a. I had them down as a top three, finishing top three this year.
I'd say, as you said, I say Pagham. I think Pagham underachieving a little bit. I think they could be.
Okay.
They've done better this year though with Lemmy.
They have, but with now they got Lemmy in charge. I think they could be a little higher up. They could, like we said, there's still plenty of games to go yet, and they could have that little push. But I think they're underachieving a little bit. They're a good side.
Well, what about in Div 1, lads?
Oh, here we go.
Div 1.
Right. I'm going to be honest.
That's unlike you.
Right. First and foremost, right. This is just a bonus one. I think Dorking Wanderers B are underperforming, but that's probably because of the influx of the young players that are now having to play first team football because they've got so many.
It's a strange situation.
Yeah.
But they can't go up, can they?
No, they can't, but they still should be playing better than that. Right.
And
but,
I like their gaffer. Their gaffer's nice.
Yeah, no, look, it's not a bad little job, is it, for someone that? Right, underperforming in that league, right? Upfield, 100%. 100%. They should have never, ever, ever, even with no budget, been anywhere near a relegation dogfight. Never in a million years. Never in a million years. There was too many players that would have been lured to that situation. I just think they got it wrong. And it's no knock on Alex. I just don't like, and I've got a lot of time for Howie as my assistant, and I think he's a fantastic assistant. I just think it was way too early for him to get a job as a number one. I don't think he was ready for that, and I think that hasn't helped him and hasn't helped the club. Secondly, looking at that, I'm going to be honest, and again, I just said that like I'm not dishonest. Underperforming. I was going to go Loxwood, right? But actually, I didn't. I kind of expected it, if I'm honest.
And they've got quite a fair few games in hand down there, mate.
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
They've had a proper run of injuries. I know.
Ringma.
I did know someone just texted me and said, Loxwood. He knows.
What did he say?
Someone did text me, Loxwood, to be fair, but
no knock on what Tommy's doing it, but I think Ringma are underperforming.
Really?
Yeah.
Bearing in mind it's their first.
Archie McGonigal.
Arch.
I love Archie to bits.
I did stick up for you, pal.
And he's got a fantastic coaching Sussex development thing he's doing at the moment around the Upfield area. He's doing really well. So like big shouts to Arch. But I think Ringma, and the reason I say,
bear in mind their first season in Step 6.
Yeah.
1-7, drew 4, lost 8.
It's Jarvis Brooks' first season, Step 6. It's Walcownian's first season in Step 6. Looking on paper, some of the players that are playing there, Leon Turner and Jake Lindsay as your wingers. I just maybe I'm reading wrong. Great 3Gs facility. I just think that's a club that Tommy can take up. I think Tommy can take up the leagues. And obviously he'll be like the analysis they've got in now, the other stuff that they're doing. Why can't he take them up? So when I say underperforming, I'm saying it because I actually believe that they can go up the leagues.
I think the only problem they're going to have, like Tommy said, they haven't got a budget and never will.
Yeah, but why? The bar's ringing every day. They've got a 3G facility. They're hiring.
They've probably got the best bar by far.
But saying that, Lee, I look at that situation and go, look, if you're going to have a go, that's the place to have a go, isn't it? Surely. And Tommy's got full support and full trust at that football club, right? And he'll never get the sack. I only think Tommy will go if Tommy gets bored or gets something offered to him. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you sit and say clubs are disappointing, we're not saying it to knock them, saying they're doing shit. It's just saying, look, actually, Eastbourne United for me should be top 3. Like, and I think they're going to finish in the playoffs, but at 10th in the table at the moment, it's disappointing. Shoreham being bottom of the table, size of that football club, and the ground that they still get is disappointing for me.
Right,
yeah.
let's
Go
flip
on.
it then. Let's flip it.
I'm
Come on,
looking at
Who's overachieving out of both leagues?
Right, start at the top. Premier. Go on,
Right,
Lee. Go first this time.
overachieving.
Who's overachieving?
Roffy?
I know Roffy have had Jack's had a, there's other things that they've got in the future, such as their new stadium, that means there's other priorities.
Well, they're moving away from where they are.
Oh, they're having it built now, mate. It looks fantastic.
Yeah, it's been
Really?
it's
Mate,
common
have
knowledge.
you not seen it?
No.
Mate, it's literally over the other road, over
Yeah,
the
you have
road
to
from
cross
it.
over to get to it.
Really?
Yeah, it looks fantastic,
Wow.
and
excited for that.
that is not cheap.
No, it won't be.
No.
Millions.
No,
No.
yeah, and look, and it's something that's
not-
going to be long term for the community. And Jack has obviously had to take a bit of a hit on what he can provide. Do you know what I mean?
He's still got the Fernandez brother there. Bruno.
Yeah.
There. He's still doing bits. But I think, what is it? Late 2026 is due to open, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that. I'm
Believe
not
so.
sure.
That's not knocking that's not knocking Roffy. But yeah, I think they're overachieving.
Anyone else?
You know what I'll tell you what I like.
Go on.
I like the fact that Seaford have ground it out.
Are they overachieving though?
What, Seaford?
What, considering where they've been?
I wouldn't say so. I'll say they're sort of where they should be.
I know their target this year was to finish 17th. Yeah? Or
They're overachieving then. Well done to them.
And what Wisey and Darts and all the boys and Pooley have done down there. What are they in 12th?
12th, yeah.
They're battling around. And do you know what? The people in there, they will back them. The fans will back
100%.
them. Like they will proper have it massive over there. I hope they get their thing done with the council, because the council are obviously stitching them up and being absolute mugs. With the crouch down there. See what Monty said. Every player at the club took a big pay cut after last season. Here, Monty, I heard you got offered some silly money to go to another club, lad. I heard that. Put a yes or no in the chat if that's true.
All you got to put, mate. Don't say who. Got in Division 1. Who's
no, hold on, boys. I didn't say anyone.
Sorry.
Go on.
Go on, Bill.
Yeah, now overachieving.
Yeah.
No, I think they'll come and sit in exactly where they should. Really, they got the best. They got Super Sammy Adams playing in centre midfield, mate. They got Hastings legend there. Overachieving, I would say.
It's tough.
They're
disappointed with Dave's Crawley down so far this year.
Yeah, they're underachieving massively. Sorry, we should have brought that.
And they're still flying the flag with Awood Zeef in the Vase.
Vase, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's
so someone said in our chat, YM are overachieving. What do we reckon to that?
Jolsey, if you're in here, mate, let us know.
I think they're right as well, because you both know, I know. You know, the people in the club there.
Yeah, exactly the same, yeah.
And we're actually in there sitting down with Steve, the chairman, yesterday, and Paul, Harrison, and Liam, just talking about a project that they got going on. Yeah, look, they get a lot of shit, and a lot of shit they bring on themselves. A lot of shit they might think is a bit unfair that they get, but they definitely don't work with the major resources people probably think they do, especially for the players they got there. So would they be there? Yeah, quite possibly. But you know, they win their game in hand and they go back to third. So, and I think Slaney thinks Milo will make the playoffs.
Right, let's have a look down. Let's go down to the second one. I ain't got no more for that. Who's overachieving? Who's overachieving in you say Milo?
Marloke are 11th.
No, man.
Stu,
come on, Stu.
I don't think they won't make playoffs. I'm going to put this down here.
I think Copthorne are overachieving.
Oh, well and truly, mate.
They've won a couple of games. They're overachieving, aren't they? Oh, they've won one. Sorry.
Yeah. I could be really wrong here, and I could get comments like, but Infinity overachieving.
Do you know they've lost a couple recently, haven't they?
Yeah. I'll say Infinity sitting in third.
Maybe they brought a few in though. I think
Meza.
Overachieving. I would say overachieving. What Reigate Priory?
I tell you what, I know for a fact Dale has even less resources down there.
Yeah.
No, and that's what I mean. Like fair play to Dale. Do you know what I mean? He's doing great. And they're up and around it. Like I've seen them play a couple of times this year. They were exciting. So like, well done to him with no budget, flying. Well done.
I mean, if they win their next game, they go 6th if results work around them.
Really? There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Very interesting. Did I see someone put very interesting episode tonight? Love to know why.
Shorehams 2 manager.
What's been interesting? We want to know. Yeah. We want to do interesting things every week. We don't want to.
Yeah, we want to let us know, Danny. What have you found interesting?
Yeah, I mean it's ridiculous. There's like 1,200 of you watching live as well. Do you know what I mean?
I know. It's nuts.
And we've got to go.
Watching live, yeah. Are you ready to go back to work tomorrow?
No.
I'm buzzing.
No, I'm not.
I'm buzzing, Mike. I'm buzzing. Like.
Is the music world ready to Benny, we're back.
What's that?
Is the music world ready for you again, mate?
I'm back, mate. I'm back. So the music industry's got to be ready for me because I'm coming back for my crown. So whoever's been wearing it, get ready because it's coming off your head.
Jimmy.
There you go. Jack's even started washing the kit by hand. Look at that.
Yeah, Jack man, he's a diamond, mate. Always had time for us. Always.
Come on, the Rockies.
Yeah. Right. Before Lee has to go in 10 minutes, we're going to squeeze one more thing in.
Yeah, there's one thing I want to say, actually.
Who's betting Stu that Marlo? Let's have a double bet.
Go on, it. Go on.
You go.
Listen.
Let's make it interesting. Let's make it an interesting bet. I'll tell you what, if Marloke, so he reckons they're going to make the playoffs. I reckon they won't. If they do, I'll have a bet with him that last game of the season for Shoreham, register me and I'll come on for half hour.
Imagine if they got to win that game to stay up. They ain't
relying on him bet by 10 pence to stay up.
It's a funny bet. Yeah, he just kept them up.
Oh, mate, Pav. I didn't know. I was really like looking. I was looking around for him yesterday because Pav's a top guy and one of Sussex football's unsung heroes. I think complete unsung. And yes, I didn't know he was in hospital. So yeah, that's a somber note. Pav's a top guy, and wish you all the best, Pav. Wish you all the best.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's say some very interesting thoughts on the Shoreham games today. I've watched 1,000 games of football. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. You go 1-0 up. Don't make changes. You don't need to. I mean, I'll take that bet if Stu wants to take the bet, mate. So
No. Let's quickly do that. Like, what we're going to do if Milo make the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
If Milo
they've got a signed pen.
No, we're not going to do that because that's not going to happen because they need to stay up, right? Let's not make a mockery of survival, right?
It's not mockery.
It is with you playing. Right, let's do this. Why don't we double it? If Shoreham stay up and Marlow make the playoffs, I will donate £500 to charity.
I'll match it.
Yeah, done.
I'll match that.
There we go. £1,000 to a charity of Stuart's choice.
To be fair, we probably get better odds at the bookies, but
yeah. But Shoreham stay up because they're not far. It's only 4 points.
Why not?
Exactly.
And Marlow maybe make it. Arch, the door's always open for you, son. You know that. He's like my actual son, I think, in football.
A tattoo.
So, deal
Liam,
with it.
I've done that for you, mate.
So, there you go. £500 from me. £500 from Mike. £1,000 for charity. Shoreham stay up.
There you go.
Marlow make loves.
Charity.
There we go.
One thing I do want to say just before we go, about 9 minutes left, I want to say that a team that's really doing well this season under certain Mr. Jamie Crellin is Three Bridges. 100 goals before December. They've already scored this season. So what
already?
100 already.
100 goals.
Yeah. So what I want to say is, right. So we could probably say Three Bridges, the way they're playing and all that, they're going to go up this season. I think it'll take something. It'll take a lot to stop them. The momentum they've got at the moment. When they go up, what do you think they're going to be like next season? What are they going to need to bring in to stay in that division?
What, in tier 3? It's tough, mate. It's a really, really, really tough league. It's there's no guarantees by doing well in step 4. You're going to do well in step 3. They probably need to change over about 4 or 5 players, I would say. I think they've still got enough players that can compete at that level. It comes to a point where you're going to have to, even the players that have stayed loyal to you, you're going to have to pay them better because they've ultimately proven their point that they're good enough. And if you don't, they're off. They go to other clubs around step 3, step 4, and get the money they deserve. We had it at Hastings when we got promoted. We gave everyone pay rises because you had to, because ultimately clubs were sniffing around. It's a tough league, the Isthmian Prem. Could have Eastbourne Borough in it next year. The way Eastbourne Borough are going, you never know. They might be playing it next year. Like
they probably will.
They probably will be, to be fair.
That club, mate. Fuck me. That's another story for another day. But yeah, But I don't know. I think there you go. They are a very, very good side. Very good. But saying that, like, you just don't know. Will Jamie Crellin still even be there? Will he get picked off by another club or a bigger club?
He's one of the best young coaches around.
And he is, and he had a good playing career as well. And you know, he's top. But would he get picked off by somewhere else? Would he go to Three Bridges? Obviously, not one of the biggest clubs. Like, they're doing well. They got a 3G pitch and what have you. But it's not like they're 1,000, like getting 1,000 people watching them every week sort of club, right? They aren't. So does one of the smaller leagues, bigger clubs take a Jamie Crellin? And then they take him on a journey. Does he end up going somewhere in Kent? Does he go to a London club? Like, you just don't know, right? So that's another thing that comes up. Like, some of the players, will they be able to keep him? Will they be able to keep like a Hallard? You know, will he get a big offer to go elsewhere? He's been super loyal to Three Bridges so far, so that probably will continue. I just think it's one of those. Like, by the way, I know they're 6.8 points clear, but I don't think it's a guarantee. I still think White and Croydon will come flying.
It's not guaranteed. I think it's going to take a lot to stop.
I think Whiteleaf will power through the last 18. I just got a feeling they're going to. I don't think that Whiteleaf are going to win it, but I think they're going to power through, and I think Croydon will still be in and around it. And Three Bridges just haven't had a blip yet. What happens when that blip comes? So we'll see. But if you look what Three Bridges were a couple of years ago, they're whipping boys of that league. Look at them now. Fucking fair play to them.
They're the one whipping them.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
Mike, what do you think?
We'll take another quick. Who goes up at step 3, do you reckon?
Up at step 3? Let's have a little think. Up at step 3.
Because you got to be in bed in 5 minutes, Lee.
It's all right. I'll let Billy take this one.
Step
So-
3, look, let's be realistic. If Folkestone and Victor don't win that league, because they are flying. And again, correlation, 3 Bridges, 3G pitch. Folkestone have got a new 3G pitch. 3G pitches, mate. They get you up the league. So they just do. But yeah, we'll see.
Folkestone. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see. Mike, anything more from you?
No, I just want to
Yeah.
give you guys a quick bit of an update of the app, if that's all right.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
So
Right.
literally, Dugout AI, the app is in its 3rd version there. All the testing is currently being completed. We are so close to dropping it. Literally, imminently. And it's going to be a game changer, I think. It really is, you know, being able to put all types of media, score notifications, live tables, online shops, everything together in one app for all the leagues, you know. And we're not just talking the Isthmian, the National League South.
We're right down to
the SCFL. We're talking
Sunday.
We're talking with Sundays as well. We've got some Masters football. We've got all these types, yeah. We would have dropped it a few months ago, but we went into it. We adapted it. We brought someone in who was going to stay in the shadows. Brought Lee in. Brought my mate Stuart in. Stuart Sell in there. And we all come together, redevelop, put the ideas together. And it's mad. And I'm buzzing, absolutely buzzing to drop that this month. I really am. You know,
Well done, mate. Well done.
It is going to be, it's going to be the one app for all of the Sussex non-league football, everything together. So yeah, look, and it will also come with Dougie. Dougie is the AI bot that I've been training in the background. Yeah, he's going to be sick. He will be the most knowledgeable. The guy
AI going.
with this is just messing with us. Tell him it's not cheap to develop. We know it's not cheap.
No.
We've had to lay some of that Billy Wood money down on the table. You know what I mean?
I'll send you a check. It'll bounce though.
Yeah, that's fine, mate. Signed by Upfield, yeah. But look, we're looking forward to that, and it's gonna be here very, very soon. You would know about it, and we're gonna love you for you guys to support it. It's gonna be, you know, it'd be the place to go. So yeah, and what an absolute bombshell of a night, lads! Like,
how many did we have in the end?
It's like over 1,300 people watching.
Yeah,
I mean, look, you lot have got to get a bed, same as him. He's got to be in bed in
2
1
minutes.
minute.
On that note, actually, I just got a message through. Billy, is it right you're leaving Hastings? I said, what? I said, who said that? It's just someone said to me, have you heard that Billy's leaving? So, if anyone's got any opportunities for me out there, give me a call, because I think I'm about to get the sack. Or we've said something here that makes it look like I'm leaving. But, yeah, I'm not going anywhere as things stand. And
love you, Jimmy.
Right.
I'll tell you what, lads, this has been brilliant. Thanks. It's so good. I missed last week, and it's been good to be back.
Yeah, it has been good, and everyone that's supporting, all over the shows, all over the media, all over Sussex football.
Yeah.
You know, we don't do this because we do this for you lot.
Yeah,
Just
it's
get
fun.
a bit of banner, and look, he's got 1 minute. We got to cut that stream.
Right.
Go on, Lee. What did you say?
We are going to cut it here because I've got to be in bed now. So, as always, thank you. It's good to be back and can't wait for next week's show. But everyone, thank you. Billy, thank you. Mike, thank you for jumping on doing this with me. Yeah, and it's only going to get bigger. See you later, guys.
Later, lads.